As y'all can see, I got a little soaked going into the locker room, man. This was a hell of a night for us. A lot has happened over the last 48 hours, but nothing more important than what's happened in the last two. I think these guys have worked their butts off, and they deserve, what just happened to them. A big-time win against a great team, and they did it by staying together and competing, at a level that we want to eventually have a consistency for us. Just a consistent level of effort, and so proud of them. They made shots when they had to, but more importantly, we defended and we rebounded the ball when we needed to. Talk to these guys, man. They did it, both of them.
Max, you make 7 threes like that, but you almost look surprised about the 6th or 7th. What was the feeling like when they kept falling?
I just work on those shots every day, so to me, just translated to the game. Thanks to the guard getting their feet in the paint and kicking out to me and just taking my time knocking down the shot.
We know you've never had a game like that here. Have you ever had a game like that before?
Oh, yeah, I had bigger games than this before. Yeah.
At what point tonight did you kind of know you were in the zone, or you were?
When I hit like the first couple threes, I knew that the ball wasn't going in tonight. Just got to take my time and let it go.
Max, it's been a long time since you guys won a conference game. What's this feeling for you guys?
Man, I can't even tell you how I feel right now. I'm just excited, proud of the guys, Saben, Scotty, everyone in the locker room right now.
You guys kept saying you knew it was coming. I mean, what gave you the confidence to keep working toward that win?
Just Coach Stackhouse never gave up on us. Every day in practice we go hard. It has to translate to the game sometimes. So it translated tonight. I'm just proud of everyone.
Saben, you were attacking the rim there in the last 3 minutes. Could you feel the wind getting closer? What was the sense in the last few minutes?
Yeah, I could feel it getting a little closer to a win. God willing, but it's just you never know till you know. So when that final buzzer went off, that's when all the emotions came up.
Can you describe those?
No, I can't. They're not. It's been a long time, so they're just undescribable. But yeah, I can't really describe them. Sorry.
Coach Wade said before you guys came in here that he tried every defense he had against you guys, and none of it worked. Do you guys kind of notice those defensive changes and were just able to attack because it was just your night?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Stackhouse, he prepares us well for different defensive matchups and just different counters we can do to things. So we were just prepared as a team and just executed what we needed to do well.
But at the end of that game, we was going fist up with Saben. That was the play. They couldn't stop him. And he was making the right plays. He was getting there, finishing. And when he, didn't finish, he was kicking out. But I thought Edge did a great job of coming up and setting those middle ball screens, and he was able to just get downhill. So credit to these guys, man. He got the party started, as we like to say, and then Saben finished the party.
Saben, can you describe how your game has evolved this year?
I would say away from basketball, just being a leader, trying to communicate to guys and get people in the right spots, make sure we're in the right sets, and then just making the right reads offensively. If the shot's there, if the drive's there, or knowing when, if Max just hit a shot, when to get him the ball and where he shoots the ball well at, and just different sets, just trying to get people to their strengths.
You feel it's slowing down a little bit for you out there?
Yes, definitely.
For either of you guys, did you talk to Clee or Aaron after all this went down? What did they have to say about all this?
They was excited just like us. They're still a part of this team, even though they're not out there right now with us. But they had all the same emotions that everyone else had, and they were excited for us.
Do you feel like you proved even more with this win coming against an undefeated LSU team?
I think it just shows that we can play with everyone in the SEC. They're a team that has they're undefeated, so they're definitely a strength in this conference. So just continue to go at it each and every day and just leaving it all out there on the floor.
Saben, what's different? After Aaron was gone, you just couldn't get any space in the first few games. Now you're getting through defenses, getting 33 points, things like that. What's happened over the last few weeks to get you better opportunities?
I guess just adjusting. Me personally, just knowing my spots, knowing when I need to kick it, when I need to finish, and then just I guess everyone as a whole kind of adjusted. So it's just we're all fitting in well now.
Any more for these guys? All right, thank you, fellas.
All right, man. Good job, boy. Good job.
Here, you talked before the season about Saben, sometimes going fast all the time, sometimes you can just slow down a little bit. Are you seeing that from him now, sort of understanding the change of speeds and when to do things?
Yeah, I mean, he still has his moments, you know, both on both ends, where he's really good, where he's getting the read progressions, and then sometimes just it's basketball. Basketball is a game of mistakes. It's the teams that make the less mistakes is the ones that normally win. But he's learning. I mean, he's accepted, you know, different roles this year. Obviously, when Aaron went out, he had to kind of readjust to becoming the primary scorer for us, and that, you know, took a little bit of adjustment. Took a little adjustment for us as coaches to figure out things that we could do. You know, we were, you know, in the old football term, we were in a lot of ways we were Aaron left, Aaron right, Aaron up the middle. You know, and then we had to try to, you know, incorporate a few other guys into what we were trying to do, even though they fed off of him well. You know, we had a lot of, even though he made a lot of threes, other guys made shots because he gave them confidence. Now we had to try to find a different way, a different style to play, and I think we've done some things that have helped everybody. Try to keep it simple, but at the same time making ourselves difficult for other teams to stop us.
Coach, you were pleased with the first half effort last night against Florida. How would you assess this first half? Obviously, you'll score 52. Is it fair to say that the guys received the message?
Well, yeah, I mean, we came out, you know, aggressive. I don't think we finished the half, you know, as well as we could have. We had some careless turnovers there. So, I mean, pretty much I'm not going to be happy either way. You know what I'm saying? It's something that they did wrong, you know, whether we didn't rebound the ball or whatnot. But at the end of the day, you know, I think that's part of who we are. We're striving for perfection, even though we know we're not going to get it. We're going to try to get as close to it as possible. And if we feel like, you know, defensively, we do it right almost, you know, 45 to 50% of the time, you know, then good things normally happen for us. I mean, that's still screwing up half the time, right? But, you know, those percentages normally turn into good chances of us getting wins.
How did you like your team's reaction when LSU took the lead late? You guys, I think, finished the game. I think it was a 19-7 run to finish the game and get the win.
Yeah, I mean, I think they continued to compete. I thought the key thing for us was being able to handle their pressure. I mean, I think we attacked it. We didn't try to just get over it and get into our sets, because that's what teams have been trying to do, and we've adjusted to it a little bit better. You know, because you know, a lot of our sets is, you know, continuity and trying to move the ball to side to take advantage of our personnel. And but now I thought we were able to get Saben up the floor a little bit, and he was able to attack, and they continue to stay in it, and we continue to put pressure on the rim, getting our feet in the paint. I think they smelled it there at the end. You know, once they took the lead, we took their blow. It's a game. Basketball is a game of runs, right? And they made their run. We were able to sustain that run, and then came back and made a run of our own.
Because your guys did finish it well, do you think a team's morale can be boosted going forward because they had some?
Our morale ain't been bad. I mean, well, you see our guys don't hang their head. They're not savvy. They come to work every day. Come to work and bring the same hard hat mentality that they played with tonight. And we told them if they continue to do that, things will turn. And we, like I said, we feel like we continue to play and do the things that we do, we can have more nights like this. You know, this is not the end all for us. This is not what we want to accomplish, to win one game in the SEC. Glad that we did. Now we got that monkey off our back, and now y'all can write something else. But now we start talking about building the team that we're trying to build.
Did they ambush you with water bottles, or what
Yeah,
happened?
man, it was supposed to be water bottles, and then Matt Moore came with the cooler. You know what I'm saying? Of course, but you know, but it was good, man. It was some real feeling of an emotion about, you know, what we've been through. You know, it's been, like I said, tough year. You know, just from the standpoint of losing guys and everything. And you know, last year with those guys, I mean, it was probably even more special and emotional for them. But again, now we're just trying to build. And you know, boss lady 1-0. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the lucky charm right there. You know what I'm saying? So we're happy about everything, continuing to move forward with our plan. You know, it's bigger than any one person, and I think that's her message. Her leadership is we're going to continue to continue to be who we are and do it the Vanderbilt way. And I'm excited to be a part of it.
What did you sense in the building tonight? Did you feel it start to give you guys some?
Yeah, I mean, I think they felt it. Everybody, the fan support has been great. I mean, we love the diehards, the teams that, the guys that are still riding with us, even when things haven't gone well. I mean, I appreciate those. I got a couple, notes from random fans today that follow me and just send me something to my dude, Mike. I don't know Mike's last name, but he's one of the biggest fans that we got. He's like, let's get one today. Let's steal one today. And so we know that we have, Commodore Nation is behind us. Obviously we've had some, tough stretch, but like I said before, better days are ahead.
Dylan goes out late with 4 fouls, and Braley Albert gives you rebounds on the offensive glass. Jordan Wright gets 7 in a row. Can you talk about what those guys gave you late in this game?
Yeah, those guys come to practice every day. They do the same conditioning drills that everybody else, and when we have to call on them, they stepped up. Those guys that you named, John Jostle bought us a few minutes there, and so it's just like everybody has to be ready to step in and do their job when they're called upon, and I think that's the beauty of this thing, right? Like these guys really feel like this win. John Jostle, walk on, Braley, they were a part of a huge win that hadn't happened in a long time. So I'm glad that we're a team. We're going to continue to preach that, continue to build off of that, and I think their confidence should be really high. But now the next part of it is hopefully not having a letdown. We got another great team that we're about to play. Go on the road, got size. They pound the board just similar to the way the LSU do, but. If we can, I think we'll have a good game plan. If we come in and follow that game plan and do what we're capable of, we'll have a chance to win again.
Will Wade said you guys were difficult to prepare for. You put in a lot of new sets. How do you balance trying to outcoach the opponent versus trying to bring along young players and teaching the game slowly? How do you balance this?
I think we have a way that we want to play. We have a system, a scheme of how we want to defend. Pick and rolls usually, but. How we want to force ball handlers into certain areas and different things. But there's always outliers. There are always guys that deserve special attention, like Trendon Wofford, who we wanted to show with him. He's not a guy that we want to leave his body and let him pop back the shots. And still, we made some mistakes on Williams as well. He was playing in the pocket, and you don't have a 5-man that's as aggressive, attacking the basket. And the way that he did, we were hoping that he would catch it, see somebody, and try to make a play. But like I said, it's basketball. I've been around the game of basketball a long time, so I got no shortage of cute stuff. But again, at the end of all the cute stuff, somebody got to make a shot, and tonight we make some shots.
Pippen had the late block and a couple big ones late. Before that feel a little bit like 4 corners there with you guys?
No, there you go. You reaching, man. You going way back there. I might have to bring that one out. But no, again, with the shot clock, it's it's a little tougher to go in the 4 corners like the old field forward way. But again, you just put something in my head. The last thing I needed is another play. But I'm gonna have to think about that when we get in those situations. We hadn't been in that situation too many times for us to try to force that, to try to stall it out. But again, we wanted to still play, right? Again, it's the thing about don't stop playing. We wanted to still move the ball, get it around in our motion offense, and then get it in Saben's hand at the end with a high ball screen where they had problems containing him all night.
Any more for Coach? All right.
Appreciate you.